Stop this shot in pickleball. Today I'm bringing you 4 shots in pickleball that I see people do too often and it's costing them points. So let's get right into it. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Justin, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on our future videos. So let's get into that first mistake or first thing I want you to stop doing. And that is when you get the ball, you've got your opponent on defense and you get this shot and you're trying to hit this little dink right over the net to try to hit a drop shot on your opponent and bring them forward. I want you to stop doing this. It can be tempting, especially when you get a ball right here and you want to hit it right over the net, a cute little shot. Again, stop doing that because it's going to cost you more points than it's going to win you points. And what we want to do is we want to really make sure we're keeping our opponent pushed back deep on the baseline so that they're going to eventually, hopefully, hit a pop-up so you can pound it away, a more high percentage shot than if you're trying to hit that shot. And chances are 1 or 2 things are going to happen, maybe 1 or 3 things. The first thing, you're maybe going to miss that in the net and you lose a point. The second thing is you're going to hit it and they're going to come on in. Now the point's neutralized. The third thing, okay, you might get them. You might hit a winner if you're playing against maybe your grandma or someone that's maybe not too fast. You might hit a winner on them and it might feel good once. But again, you're going to miss it and lose that point more often than not. The next shot I want you to stop hitting is that overhead into the net. You're getting these balls that are coming right here. And what you're doing is you're hitting it straight down in the net when you've set up the point pretty nicely. So what I want you to focus on, one thing that you can do to simply fix this mistake is adjust your target. So oftentimes I'll get balls out here and instead of hitting down at it, what I'm doing is I'm hitting out more. So I've changed the direction of my swing. If I get an overhead that's up high here, I'm hitting down at it because I need the ball to go from here down into the court. Whereas if I've got the ball up here, if I swing down, where's the ball going? Into the net or under the net in that case. So what I want you to focus on, what I'm doing is I'm pushing out more and it should go deeper into the court. You're not gonna be able to hit that, slamming down hard, short into the court, but you're further out in front and you're pushing out with your overhead rather than down. All right, the third shot I want you to stop hitting that we're talking about today is the shot when you're falling backwards. Now, I still see high-level players make this mistake. I still make this mistake. So you constantly have to be reminding yourself when you're getting pushed back in the court. I often see this happen on a return. You hit a serve, they hit a return, and you're going backwards. We don't want to be doing that because we lose all of our power. So what you want to do to fix this is, sure, get back, but then make sure you're stepping into the ball so your momentum's moving forward into the ball. Same thing as you're moving into the court. If it's not just off a return, but you're working your way in and you get pushed back a little bit, make sure you're not hitting that off of your back foot because almost 9 times out of 10, you're gonna miss that shot in the net. So really remind yourself over and over again, be getting your weight transfer, that shift forward as you're hitting your shot. For the final shot, we're bringing you the speed up. So when we're talking strategy of the speed up, we wanna make sure that the mistake we don't wanna do, I see people do this way too often, even again in my rec play. Dad, I'm talking a little bit to you, you've been doing this sometimes. We're speeding up cross court. And the reason we don't wanna do this is because it gives our opponent so much time to react and pop it down at our partner right here. So if I speed that ball up cross court, that's an easy spot. They're covering that middle or they're covering their spot right at them and they're just smacking away. Also, if I speed up cross court, I only have a little bit of room to work with because I can't go too far across court. What's gonna happen? Ball's gonna go wide. If I go middle, a lot of times that can be a good spot if that opponent over there has not shifted too much in the middle. So your speed ups typically, if you're in a speed up battle, a lot of times you wanna take that ball, almost all the time you wanna take that ball and speed it up down the line because they have less time to react and then you're gonna be able to win that point because you have more time. You're not always trying to win the point off of the first ball that you speed it up on, but that's sometimes a setup. So you speed it up down the line, you get the next ball at you, then you're putting that ball away.